Hi everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Stamping. I'm so glad to be back with our regular time, and I'm feeling pretty good. A little bit of a cough yet, but on the whole, feeling good, and my energy's coming back. So thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for those of you who joined me later in the week last week when I did the remake of last week's. So my name is Lillian. I'm coming to you from Alberta, Canada. And together we unlock all kinds of paper crafting things, activities, ideas, and share techniques and fun folds and a little bit of everything just to have some fun paper crafting together. And what's really nice is so many of you have made connections through this Facebook community, and I love how you interact with each other as well as myself. So thank you for leaving comments and saying hi and all that kind of thing. And one of the things that I shared on my Facebook page earlier today was, did you find anything in the mini catalog, let me just grab that you wanted to case? So case means to copy and share everything. So did you find anything in here that you wanted to case? And if so, maybe share what that was. Some of you have already started to share earlier on the Facebook post. When I look through a catalog, first of all, I just look through everything. And then I look at all the product and the embellishments and all that kind of thing. And then eventually I settle down and I look at the samples. And I get all kinds of ideas for projects right from here. And tonight's project that we're making is going to be a case from the catalog. So something that I was inspired to make from the catalog. So if there's something in the catalog you caught your eye and you think, ooh, I'd like to make something like that, maybe let us know what it is, and maybe we can do that in the future. Or maybe you've already made it and you could share that too. So let's go down to my desk and continue on here. And as I'm doing that, remember, I love it if you share, subscribe, join, give a thumbs up, all that kind of stuff. The more you give that kind of interaction, the more it helps my visibility in social media. And I'm still learning a whole lot about that, but I do appreciate everything that you can do to help me. So thank you so much. So this is the card that we made, I think it was last Wednesday morning. And whenever you leave comments, I put your names into a draw and somebody gets to receive the card that we made. If it's a 3D project, we kind of put that on hold. But from last week's comments, Catherine, your name was drawn, and I actually have your address, Catherine. So look for this coming in the mail to you, and congratulations to you. I better put that in a safe spot. Another thing I wanted to mention just before we get started is I have just released a new class. In fact, it is hot off the presses. I finished filming it and I just started advertising it late this afternoon. So a lot of you really, really like use your own stash classes that I do, and I haven't done one for a while. And so this is the first one of 2023. So how it works, this one is going to be use your own stash of designer paper, and we're going to use fun folds. So I don't supply any product for you. I supply the ideas and the measurements and all of that, and then you're going to go take your own supplies and create the projects. So this class is actually free if you place a $60 order with me. Or if you want to purchase the class, it is $15. Unless you're a member of my downline, that means people who have signed up under me, and then it's free as well. So here is the link, and I will also put it in the comments afterwards. So it's Use Your Stash 23, and that class has just released. So the other class that is still going on is the Dainty Delight class to go. So if you are interested in some classes, contact me or watch different posts here and watch my newsletters, and you will see the links to them. Also, last but not least is paper pumpkin. This month's paper pumpkin is called Sunshine and Smiles. It coordinates with the Sunshine and Rain. Oh, I can't. Right now I'm blanking out. It's got rain in the title in here. Let's just look it up, right? Here it is, Playing in the Rain bundle. So it's on page 51. I love art indexes. They are so much easier to use. So it coordinates with this bundle. Do you have to have this bundle? No. The paper pumpkin kit does stand alone. But if you wanted to enrich your suite, because a lot of people have been buying that suite of products, this would enrich it and add to it. And for the first time ever, if you want, Paper Pumpkin is offering, a die cut add-on. So a die cut to cut this cute little guy here, and a die cut to cut these cute little flowers. So if you add an extra $8.25 to your Paper Pumpkin order, you have the opportunity to have that as well. So if you have questions, be sure to just ask me. All right, let's get going to well, first of all, I better make sure that I can be seen here, do my computer stuff. And for some reason, it's doing weird things, bringing something totally different up. When I looked through this catalog, there were lots of ideas that I wanted to case. And one of them was this one right here. I just love that. Now, I don't have this stamp set yet, although it's been on my wish list, and I actually have it coming. But what I wanted to case was the black background with colorful circles and then the image on a circle here. That to me would be just great. So there are other things in here that I wanted to case, and I don't know if they'll... well, there's one that I wanted to case. Where did it go? This one here, I'm going to be making that one for sure. I've shown that to you before. But I'm going to show you likely the one that caught my eye first. And that is the one on page 8. And it's the Country Floral Lane Suite. So it has all of these products in it. But it was these chocolate bar holders here that I wanted to case. I thought, I think I can do it. I think I know how they have done it. And I just haven't done it yet. So I thought, well, why don't I do it with you tonight? So we are going to be using this paper here. We're going to change what we're putting on the package here. They used this paper, this gorgeous gingham paper. That's 6 by 6, and this is 12 by 12. And we're also going to use this fabulous ribbon. So let's put this to the side and bring in what we're going to wrap. So here is our chocolate bar. I don't know about you, but I know it was for some reason my computer is not cooperating. I'm just going to trust that you guys can see me. So maybe now it's going to do it. We'll see. There it goes. All right, we're in business. So at Valentine's time, I just like to have treat holders. And so either for family members, for children, grandchildren, for coworkers, for friends, for neighbors, whatever. So this is going to be a good way to do a chocolate bar. And so what we're going to do is, I'm going to bring this in so you get an idea of where we're going. Then I'm going to show you other things that you can do this same idea with. So here's one idea here. So there's the chocolate bar. So what we need is just to have something that's going to wrap around the chocolate bar. It's open at both ends. So how do I find the measurements? So first off, I think, okay, I want a little bit of the ends poking out, so I want it to be, 5.5 will be good. And then I'm going to wrap this around, and so we want it to overlap at least 1/2 inch so that we can glue it down, and I'm going to be a little generous. So I'm going to say, well, if I do 5.5 by 5.5, that will be easy. It's not an exact science. You can make it a little bit whatever you want. Now, what they used was one of these craft sheets that I have shown you before. Now, you can use cardstock, whatever, but because I have some craft sheets, we'll just use one of these. Now, these come 6 by 6, and there are 20 in a package. So I am going to just pull this in like that, and we want it 5.5 by 5.5. So we'll cut it at 5.5 here, and we'll cut it at 5.5 here. Whoops, what am I doing? There we go. And these two scraps, believe it or not, I'll keep them because they're just big enough to put some words on or something like that. Then we need some, where's my ruler? We need some designer paper that's going to be a little bit shorter. So this is 5.5 by 5.5. Now we don't want that. We want, well, we'd likely want about 1/2 inch off each. So let's cut 1 inch off. You can tell that I just kind of make it up as I go along. So we're cutting 1 inch off. We'll put the ruler out of the way. And what it's going to do is be glued down like that and have a bit of a border top and bottom. I made this one a little bit bigger. You can do it however you want. So let's move that out of the way and bring in our seal. And we'll just run some seal along there and some along there. And center it. Just like that. And we've got this piece here. So now we're going to wrap it around here. And while we're doing this, why don't you share one of your favorite chocolate bars? If you were getting this, what kind of chocolate bar would you like to be in here? So you can see that it's a bit stiff. So what I normally would do is take my bone folder and soften the fibers a little bit, but this is really, really big. So what I tend to do, and let me see if I can bring you forward a little bit. I go to the edge of my desk and run it like that along the edge and just give it a little bit of a curve and soften those fibers, and it just makes them easier to work with. Ooh, I see some coffee crisp coming up. Ha ha ha. So now I'm going to put it like this, wrap this around, and just figure out where I want it to go. So there, it's like that. I'm going to use my fingers and just do light finger folds like that. And now we do need a very strong adhesive. So you need either Seal Plus or Tear and Tape. I'm going to use Tear and Tape and run it along here. So basically what we're doing is making a tube. All right. So let's go like that and bring in our take your pick tool and peel that adhesive off. Adhesive backing, pardon me. And now we'll put the side that isn't sticky down first, and then this one, and I'm going to pull it snug, but not so tight this can't move. If you find that you're getting it a bit too tight, if you have a tendency to do that, put a spacer in, like your bone folder. I think I'm going to be okay. Famous last words, right? And there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty good. So now I'm just going to give it a little bit more of that. And now we've got it just like that. Now we need to decorate it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring in the Alphabet Alamo dies again and show you a little bit more about them because they are just so much fun to play with. And you can just do so much with them. One of the things that I would recommend is that you use adhesive sheets with them. So I have a piece of black cardstock here, and it's just a random piece. And then I cut a piece of an adhesive sheet. Now adhesive sheets come 6 by 12, so this is how big they are. And then I just cut them down, and I cut them down so that they are just a smidge smaller than my cardstock. And often there's a slit. This one isn't, it's just the way it hits. So I just need to get it started here. So peel the backing off. Now this side is the sticky side. I don't peel all of the backing off at first, just a little bit. Some of you have seen me do this before. I line it up here and I start to peel the backing off. Now if it got crooked, I would just cut it and start again, but I think I'm going to be okay. Just like that. Whew! It worked and it was on camera. How do you like that? Now, if by chance some was hanging over the edge, I would make sure to cut it off or roll it back because you don't want it to be sticky when you run it through your die cutting machine. So let's bring in our die cutting machine, and I'll bring in the Mini because it is the star of the show right now during celebration. This you can get for less than half price when you sign up to be a demonstrator. And I had someone today do that because they said, my die cutting machine is starting to die. I think I would love the Mini. And so they signed up and got that really good deal. Just remember to stagger the plates so that they're like stepping stones a little bit. Now when you're going to cut these, you're going to put the adhesive side down and your cardstock here. And we want the word, we're going to do the word thanks, but we don't need the A. We're going to do something different with the A. So let's bring in T. Well, that's an L. Where did that come from? There we go. Here's a T, H, cutting side down. T-H-A we don't need. N. What I love about this too is some of the more popular letters, they give you two. So there's one N, here's another N. K. And an S. So there we have that. We'll put another plate on top. Let's bring this back. There we go. And we'll get it started. Oh, my end just slid. 1 second. It would likely have been okay, but I didn't want to run that risk. Let's try it again here. There we go. Hold it down. Well, look at that. I tipped it. It really is much easier than I am making it look. Way easier. Usually it just goes bang, bang, and it's done. Okay. Hang on to the top. And remember, this machine is usually $86, and you get it for basically $40 when you sign up to be a demonstrator, and you get a choice of white or boho blue. So if you were getting one, which would you get? White or boho blue? If you had the opportunity. I'm just curious, which one would you get? And let me know. So now we're going to bring this back in, and what we're going to do is eventually we're going to put the T and the H. Sometimes if they stick in there, these little holes, you can just give them a little nudge. T-H. Then there's going to be something else for the A. And N. K. I see someone said if they could, they'd get the boho blue, but they already have the white. Yes, it's pretty tempting, isn't it? The nice thing is we're going to have that as an in color coming up. Isn't that neat? So let's move those out of the way. And what do I have planned for here? Well, what I was thinking was it would be fun to put a symbol or something. When we did the heart things, we could put hearts there. But let's do something a little bit different. I've been having so much fun with this Thanks a Bunch, and it's going to be coming in a video, a whole bunch of things. This is from Celebration. And I was thinking, well, if you got the Alphabet Alamo dies, that's $58. You're only a couple of dollars off of a Celebration item. So what if you added some adhesive or adhesive sheets and got a Celebration item? This is something you could get. It might not be what you want, but it might be. So we're going to bring in just the little carrots from here and the little sprig, and we're going to bring in some scrap paper and stamp. And because this designer paper has petal pink in it, I decided we'd have some petal pink carrots. That's the joy of being artists, right? We can make things whatever color we want. So there are some petal pink carrots, and we're going to have some mint macaron leaves on it, little sprigs. Just like that. Oh, so cute. We'll close this up. And then we could have done a couple of things. We could have cut around them, but I decided for the ease of the video, I have a bigger one here that I cut around, and we could have put that in there. But I decided I wanted to show that there's always a way of punching things out or die cutting things, right? And we have the double oval here, and it just fits that little carrot just like that. Move that out of the way, bring some dimensionals in, and it can go right there, and we've got a little thank you. So I'm going to just put the dimensionals on, but I'm not going to peel the backing off just yet. And we'll see how quickly this goes together. We still have one thing left to do. So let's peel the backings off here and get the thanks done. And then that little pull tab, if you notice the picture, there's that pull tab. It is really neat. So here's the T. Now these letters are so nice and skinny. You can get a fairly decent size word, easily a 5-letter, maybe even a 6-letter word on a card. And if you did a slimline card, you could do even better. Now, if you're worried about getting them straight, remember you can go crooked too. But I'm going to try to get them straight. T-H. And I'm just going to hold that there for the A. So this type of treat holder, yes, it's great for Valentine's, but it's wonderful for anything, even a thank you. T-H-A-N K. This is when I tend to make spelling mistakes, when I'm concentrating on organizing and arranging and that, and then I'll look and, oh man, got the letters in the wrong order. But so far, we're doing okay here. Thanks. Then we're going to put this. Now, because this is not as skinny and it's not going to wrap as much, I've just put my dimensionals in the middle, and it's going to go like that. And isn't it amazing how our eyes just automatically fill in the A? I just love how that looks. Now, let's work on the pull tab. Now, if you notice in the catalog, let me just show it to you again, page 8. They have this, and you'll notice the ribbon comes right down underneath. And that's so that you can just pull it right out. So let's bring in some ribbon. This ribbon is gorgeous. It's got the red and the burlap ribbon, just like that. And we need ribbon. Now I cut this for that piece and it's not going to work for this. So we will do another piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon and loop it around your chocolate bar so that you have a bit of extra at the top. And then you're going to take your contrasting ribbon, now it could be twine, whatever, and you're going to tie it around. This is where you kind of need an extra pair of hands, so I'm bringing in my tweezers and holding it just like that. And on this one, I tied a knot, but in the picture, it was a bow. And so I'm going to try to tie a bow. I just love the red and burlap together. I think it's so striking. And then it looks great with the blue and the craft. There we go. I think that'll work okay. So let go of the tweezers once you're finished, and there, just like that. And now we've got it like that, which looks a little bit funny perhaps, but here's what's going to happen. It's going to get tucked back in here, and this is why you don't want it tight, just like that. And then when you give it to someone, what are they going to do? They're going to tug this and it's going to come out. And there it is like that. Now we just need a little embellishment on here. I think I'm going to pull in the sequins, the adhesive back sequins. I love these because they come, one sheet is large, one sheet is small. You can mix and match however you want. And I think, there it is. I think just one little gold sequin right here. We'll just finish it off, and there we go, just like that. Now, this is great for a chocolate bar, but did you know you could come up with this for what kinds of other things? I've brought some other ideas here for you that you could make this tube for. So, for example, you could get some body spa type of stuff and do a tube around a few of these things, and with the ribbon holding it together, it would look so neat and be a really neat spa kind of day for if you're having a girls' day or something like that. You could do Pokemon cards or baseball cards or hockey cards or something like that. That would work really well. A package of popcorn, microwave popcorn, would work beautifully. So you're not limited just to chocolate bars. You can use do this same technique for all kinds of other things. So what are some things you might put in here in a package like this? What are some of your thoughts? I would love to know. And while you're writing that and typing that in, I'm going to clear this off a little bit and show you a few more things done with these alphabet dies. Lynn, you really like them? Yes, I love these alphabet dies. I like alphabet anything, as you know, but I particularly love these dies. Now, I have shown this one before. This hot chocolate packages, yes, friend, that would work really, really well. So here again, I used the carrots here. I used numbers here, like that. So here I used a heart. Here I used the owl, so just a circle like that. Then I got on a roll with still using the hearts because it is Valentine's Day. So the I love you, or a little 3x3 card, or you could do the X's and O's kinds of things. Or there's this one right here, which would be more an anniversary or engagement or wedding card. So like that. And where did I get this paper? This is that fabulous new, oh, where is it? I had it here. It's that new shimmer paper that's smooth and sparkly. Let me just show it to you in the catalog in case you've been missing it. It's the fine shimmer paper. It is not rough like the glimmer paper. It is smooth and it is just so much fun. And it comes in the 3 different colors. So I used it when I did this here. So you see the 3 different colors of that shimmer paper there. So it's just so much fun. So this is waiting to go on a project. It's the foam. So yes, even though they're skinny, they cut through the foam beautifully. And this is one that I likely will show sometime. I decided I wanted to make a birthday card, so I wanted all these different numbers to form the background. But while I was cutting them out, I thought, or when I was going to, I thought, well, if I put adhesive sheet behind, then I'd have it for this. But then I could use what was left, the leftovers, and make this. And there's that little carrot right back there, and the same ribbon. So just coming through. So just a little hint about how you can package up some little treats. Also a hint about using your alphabet a la mode dies and even inserting another symbol or a carrot or an owl or whatever in. And while we're on the treat thing, remember I made this video during a Facebook Live. Oh, it would have been the end of November, beginning of December, with the little gnomes. So remember, he can be turned into a Valentine one, right? A lot of you made these for your Christmas tables and that kind of thing. Well, here is my Valentine's Day one with a Valentine heart here. Now, the Valentine heart, he doesn't sit up so well, whereas with the round chocolate, he sits up beautifully. So your choice what to use, but remember, many of you have the gnome dies. You can make them for any occasion. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you're going to case out of the catalog. What are you going to make and be inspired to make from the catalog? Or let me know what you would put in here. All right, so have some fun. If you have those alphabet a la mode dies, great. Oh, if you are getting a celebration item, tell me what's at the top of your celebration item list. What have you got already, or what are you going to get or hoping to get? Let me know. That would be perfect because I am curious. All right. Take care. Remember, there's a new class to sign up for if you're interested, and you can see all these products right here. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and have questions, or if I can help you in any way, please feel free to contact me. I'm here to help you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.